Trust Times Lessons by Reverend Dr. Ezekiel Edward Baimba Sesay, courtesy of Global Church of Salvation. Topic: The Supremacy of Grace in These Last Days. Text: 2 Timothy 3:1-5. Ephesians 2:8-10. Titus 2:11, 1-2 memory verse. But by the grace of God I am what I am, and his grace which was bestowed upon me was not in vain. But I labored more abundantly than they all, yet not I, but the grace of God which was with me. 1 Corinthians 15:10. Grace is very supreme to aid a Christian, believer and a godly servant to thrive across the battles and struggles of this life in these end times. Grace is God's supportive help beyond your ability. It is a gift of righteousness and redemption given to a man-woman whose faith is based on the merits of Christ. Grace is a spiritual empowerment to a realized weakness that displays dependence on God alone and only. John 15:4. 5. The events of these last days are described as dangerous, mysterious, catastrophic, and frivolous. The last days are the days that are rounding up towards the end of this last generation. These last days are radical days of keen contest for the claim of supremacy between the rulers of darkness and the rulers of light. The need for grace at such a time is so much needed not beyond exaggeration or emphasis. Because of the abounding power of iniquity over the people and their nation and customs and cultures, it will not be easy to do God's will, except by much patience and courage. Matthew 24:12-13. The supremacy of grace in these last days means that grace should be sought for and craved for, more than the costliest silver and gold, if any heavenly bound Christian can succeed in truth and righteousness. Isaiah 54:14. Hebrews 1-9. When the first world was destroyed because of the evil and corruption of men, Noah and his family in that generation could only found nothing needful except grace from God. Genesis 6:6-9. The grace that Noah found was from the throne of God through his faith in God. Hebrews 11-7. This grace gave him safety, security, and strength to go through the ordeals of his unfavorable circumstances. The waters that brought the world down to destruction were the same waters that lifted Noah and his family up into salvation of God. You can access this grace now through faith in Christ and humbly surrendering to God in prayers. James 4:6-10. And feeding your life's decisions and actions along with God's living word. Matthew 4:4. Deuteronomy 8:2-4. In these last days of graceless behavior of mankind, grace can teach us to deny ungodliness, live soberly and righteously in this present crooked and perverse world. Titus 2:11-12.